Yeah, is that?
Hello, Chandan.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. How are you?
Yes, I'm exceptionally well. How about you? Good evening.
Yeah, I'm so glad after having you over this conversation. Really.
Yeah, and thank you so much for honoring my channel with your gracious presence. Actually, I'm really glad to have you here.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
so let's
So,
start with
ma'am,
quick introduction.
yeah, yeah, of course. Why not?
Okay.
So, yeah, this is Chandan here. I live in Bihar State. Professionally, I'm a primary teacher. And if I talk about my qualification, I have done PhD in Bachelor of Science.
Mhm.
And if I talk about my hobbies, so mostly I love to interact with people and traveling different places. It is a part of my hobbies. Yeah, that's all about me.
Okay, nice. It sounds great. Okay. So actually my audience knows me very well, but it is my duty and it is my responsibility to just give my introduction in a brief. Okay. So my
Yeah,
name is Radhika Rawat and I based out of Uttarakhand and I'm mother of two kids and I have been learning this language for last 2 years and my experience has been very nice within 2 years. That's it. It is pretty much about me.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So, as you mentioned, ma'am, like you have been learning this language for 2 years, right? So, how did you get the idea of learning English? Because I can say you are well settled in your life, right? There is no need of learning this language. Then why?
No, it is not like that. Actually, sometimes we have to chase our passion. Okay. So since childhood, actually, it was my passion to learn this language. And now I have a very much downtime. Like my both kids have grown up. My son is pursuing BTech and daughter is in 8th standard. So that's why I have enough downtime. So I started my practice and today it's been 2 years.
Yeah, that's a great. Good to hear that. So,
Yes.
ma'am, I would love to know your way of learning English because each of them have different strategies and ideas of learning English. So, what was your at your beginning time?
Yeah, I face many problems actually, from the very beginning when I started my journey. So it was very hard because I was not having any, groups. Okay, it was very hard to find anyone and to speak with someone. So actually, there was a application, Hebrew application. I downloaded it and there I started practicing 24 minutes in a day. So I used this 24 minutes and just I connected with people and just improve my fluency. But after a couple of months, actually, I got many platforms like many applications and as well as group applications. So with them, I started my practice on a strong note. Okay,
Wow,
Deepak, you told that you just live in a village area. Yes. So, which kind of difficulties do you face in your daily life?
difficulties if I talk about not having an environment for practicing this language, and even though I was not having any person with whom I could interact in this way,
Mm-hmm.
it's obvious things being being a villager coming from rural place, you have to suffer a lot, right?
Yes, I
And
agree with you.
the challenges was there for me. Like I came from a Hindi medium background, right? So that was a big challenges for me to learn this language, right? And practicing on daily basis. So that was the obstacle I have been through for many times, you can say, in this platform, in this language, I would say. But I kept doing, I kept moving myself. I implemented so many things. I connected with people. I took subscription as well. I talked with the professionals as well. I got the ideas, and still I'm working. So I
Okay.
had suffered a lot at my beginning, but
Yes, I
now
can
I
understand.
would say not that much problem I have
Mhm.
now.
Mhm. I found you're a very enthusiastic person, I think, towards this language. And somehow you manage, and now you're speaking very well, actually. And you are articulating your words in a very excellent manner.
Thank you
Yes.
so
Okay, Chandan, are basic, amenities like water and electricity just available at in your village?
Electricity, are you talking
And
about?
water. Yes, yes.
No, everything is there. Everything is
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay. So from where did you do you just get water? Just fetch water.
Actually,
Like
in this farm,
do you have hand pumps or running water is already coming from the taps?
yeah, yeah, coming from taps, you are right.
Okay, okay. But when just I want to share my experience when I got married. So actually, it was a completely rural area and village area. Okay.
Okay.
So it was good when I was not mother. Okay. But the situation, just turned into in a dire problem when I became mother. Just I gave birth to my son, and there was no basic amenities like water and electricity. Okay, so just for getting water I have to fetch, just fetching water, I have to use hand pump, like hand
Oh,
pump, and it was a very difficult task for me because my son was born in winter season. Okay. So it was very hard to me. So I can understand your concern, like, but you're a boy and your mother and your, elders will be facing some problems, while living in village. Yes.
no, actually, I would say I do not belong to proper village place, I would say.
Okay.
Not that much, village area where I live. Little bit, I would say, in some of aspect, I would say. But everything
Hmm.
are available here, I would say.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And how are the conditions of roads and infrastructure in your village? Like, and education system also, education. Just kids go to school for taking education.
Yes. I think, I mean, in my localities, the kids are getting um good, admission in, kids are getting, admission in English medium school. Because
Okay.
near to my place, the English medium schools are there also. So I would say ki I'm not living in a proper village place. It
Hmm. So do
could be
you,
considered as a
yes.
market, little bit market, you can say.
So do you teach in a private school? It means in a English medium school or in a Hindi medium school?
English medium school.
Okay. So you often speak with your students in English language or Hindi language? Which language do you use while
Not
speaking?
like that. Actually, I use my native language with all of them because they are not compatible to understand my words, my accent. So I
Mm-hmm.
have to go through my native language in order to explain the things with the convenience of all the student.
Okay. So which
I'm only
subject do you
depending
teach?
on such platform also.
Hmm. So which subjects do you teach in your school?
I teach all subject.
Okay. You're proficient, like in every subject.
Yeah, you can say, ma'am, because it's a primary level student up to only 5, 6 standard student, so it's not a difficult for me, right?
Hmm.
So
Yes, exactly, exactly. Okay, Chandan, what is the most hilarious mistake do you make while speaking?
actually, I have made a lot of mistakes. Some of time I do mistake in pronunciation, I would say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some of time I'm unable to use proper, preposition into my, sentences, I would say. I know my mistakes where I'm making, but it's a casual mistake I do, not
Yes,
big
yes,
mistake.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, but in my case, during conversations, I take frequent pauses. Okay, I tend to quite fast, but and after completing my conversation, I feel so restless. I feel so guilty. Okay, and my daughter often suggests me that, Mama, you should work on your gray areas, like work on your intonation, because sometimes na, my speech just goes up and goes down. It happens with me, and she suggests me that just myself work on I should speak in a very spontaneous manner, like but sometimes it happens now we amid with excitement we speak very fast. It happens with you also? And I try to speak very calmly and contently, but sometimes it is very difficult for me.
Yeah, yeah, it happens with everyone. Initially, it has been happening with me also
Yes.
because of aggressiveness and
Yeah, excitement.
excitement, you can say,
Yeah.
excitement.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
And
it's I think a common thing I consider.
yeah, we are human beings, but yeah, we have to speak, more natural and spontaneous. So definitely we should work on our gray areas. So
Yes.
this kind of problems I'm facing these days. And
One
my
thing,
co-learner,
one suggestion I would give you, ma'am. Like,
yeah,
if you
please.
really want to speak continuously, so then you have to speak loud. If you
Okay.
speak loud, then only you can listen yourself properly, and
Mm-hmm.
as well as you can, maintain your rhythm or whatever you mentioned in your
Hmm.
terms, right?
Right,
People are
right,
very
right.
speak very slowly, and they think like this is good for me, but speaking very slowly, somewhere you are going to lose your rhythm,
Yeah, you're
intonations
absolutely
as
right.
well, right?
For, but I think who are beginners or foundational co-learners, they always want to us that we should, speak calmly and contently, like speak slowly, because they want to understand what we are saying, what we are speaking. Yes. So I think it is good for them, not for intermediate level co-learners, not for advanced co-learners. Okay, they are already proficient. But the thing is
Yes.
that who are new, who are learning this language from the scratch. So yeah, they want to listen us calmly and contently. And if we will just work on the in this area, so definitely it would be good for us.
Yeah, but I can consider like, I mean, whatever beginners are listening such videos,
Mhm.
they might not be that much, beginner, I would say. If they have, passionate, to learn this language, so it's obvious things they must be perceiving conveniently, I think.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay.
So,
And Chandan, one question is this, that what habit of yours, bothers or annoys, someone, but you want to continue your this habit.
uh, at my beginnings, are you talking about?
Yes, yes, yes. Whatever you want to tell me.
Yeah, actually, I used to
In
have a
your
lot of,
social behavior, like in your social behavior, in your family behavior, any kind of means your behavior, what bother others, not you, but others.
okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, if I talk about my behavior of talking to myself, because initially I used to talk to myself a lot, just sake of practicing this language because someone suggested me on social media as a professional teachers I'm talking about, like speaking to self at a known place. This could be better for practicing purpose, I
Yes.
think. So whenever I used to do at my room alone, so my families used to listen me a lot, and they
Hmm.
are just interacting to each other like what they are doing all the time, talking to self and what they are speaking to each other to self. So it
Okay.
made me a little bit
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because they
similar
don't understand.
thing.
Na? Yes, yes, yes. They cannot understand our concern, that why we are doing like this. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes I felt very simple, assemblies, and I was
No,
thinking
no,
how
no,
to
no.
explain,
It,
my families what I'm doing. Hmm.
but it is not matter of guilty and just to being painfully shy. It is not like that. But in my case, actually, just sometimes I just called at my daughter very badly. Okay, but sometimes it happens that if she doesn't make any mistake, any issue, okay, so just I scold at her badly. Okay, I lash out at her badly. So at that time I feel so guilty. But later she comes to me and just make me pacify without rubbing it in my face. So this is a very terrible for me, that without any mistake I'm scolding my daughter. So yeah, just I want to eradicate this habit. But over time I think I
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be
yeah.
into it.
I can understand, ma'am. This is called irritation on self. and not
Yeah.
having any growth in your specific, plans or the field, I would say. So sometimes we frustratedly,
Yeah,
kill
really, really, really.
our
Yes.
nearest person who are very close to us, right?
Yeah, really, really good. And being a mother, actually, I can just, I can just take out my frustration to my daughter. Yes. Otherwise, no one is there.
Yes, it happens
Oh,
usually with everyone's.
yes, yes, yes. Okay, so just could you share your English journey, that when did you started and what kind of problems did you face? So please.
Actually, I have also, started 2 year back, 2 year
Okay.
back, and the same problem I have been through, like usually the people are having nowadays, right? Not having environment, not finding the people whom I can interact, and practicing, so such kinds of problems I have been through for 2 years. And even though I was suffering a lot, not understanding the books, long sentences in that situations also, I was unable to articulate sentence as well. So many things I used to suffer a lot that time. But after starting these kinds of conversation with people, then I overcome. I start working on, and then I got to know, yeah, I'm able to speak, and this made me really happy for that.
You're doing great actually in your areas and in your, your experience is so good. Really, you are appreciable person for me. You are praiseworthy person for
So
me.
much, ma'am. Thank you so much,
Really.
really.
Any question, if you want to ask me, so you can ask me, Chandan.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
it's been, I think we should not make this video lengthy. So yeah, you can ask me one
Yeah.
question.
So I just want to know the one opinions, ma'am. Like, if beginners want to improve their English and they're not having any environment like me, so what suggestion would you like to give all of them?
I think everybody has phone these era. Yes. And there are so many content and YouTube is always available. So yeah, they can go through the videos through YouTube and they can follow some YouTubers, good YouTubers. I think so. This is a very best idea. And you can buy, books from online. This is very useful, like stories book. Okay. So you can start if you want to learn this language from the scratch, so definitely reading stories and just listening to podcast videos. I think that these are very helpful things for everyone, not for beginners actually, but for everyone. I'm doing the same. It's been 2 years, but really I'm chasing these things. I'm following YouTubers. I'm just listening to good podcasts. Yeah,
Wow, that's great. Yeah, of course.
yeah,
I'm also, relating my opinions with you. It's a
yeah.
quite amazing.
Yeah.
And what a specific book do you follow nowadays?
Nowadays, actually, I'm not following. If I need to read, to definitely I turn to YouTube. Okay, so whatever content I like, so I just open it and read it.
Wow, that's great. And I have another question, like what are the new strategies of yours to learn vocabularies? Because it's a
Mhm.
biggest problem behind every learners
Yes.
now.
Yes, yes. Actually, Chandan, we all know very basic vocabularies, regular vocabularies, and we are using it. But when it comes to using very advanced and very fancy words, so definitely we are not using, we are not implementing in our conversation. So the best idea is that I think we should use every day five vocabularies. We should jot down five new vocabularies with sentences, daily use
Yeah.
sentences. Yes, and we have to start speaking every day. I think this is a good tip. I think for my side, I think so because I'm doing the same.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you're right. I think, but problem is that na ki we all very easily forget the words, right?
Yeah, definitely,
Suppose somehow
definitely.
you remembered 5 words, yet 3 words, yet 2 words. But
Mhm.
times comes to utilize entire words in your conversation. In that situations, you forget. You forget very easily, and that's the major
Actually,
issues behind.
Actually, what happens, Chandan? It is a dynamic language. So every day we are getting 20 words, new 20 words. Okay. So I think we cannot follow each and every word in our life. Yes, but yeah,
Yes.
whatever we are learning today and tomorrow, so we need to jot down and try to implement in our conversation. This is the best idea, I think so. Otherwise, if we chase, everyday new words, so it would be difficult for us and for others also who are listening to us. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. Because we are holding so many responsibility and we have to distract our attention into multiple areas. That's the
Yes.
reason we are unable to remember.
Yes,
Right.
yes, yes, yeah. And as a student, I think as a teacher, I think every day you can learn this, and you can teach you are teaching and you are expressing many things, okay, by subjects. So definitely this is good for you. But if I just to take myself, so I'm a homemaker. Okay, now my daughter's exams are currently in progress. So that's why I have to give attention to her. But now she loves self practice. The thing is that I just avoid conversation in front of my daughter. Yes, because
Mm.
she distracts a lot. So this is the thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Of course, ma'am, you are really care a lot. You're a nice mama, I would say.
Thank you so much, Chandan. So
That's
I think
great.
I think we should wrap up this conversation. And it was a very, very wonderful conversation with you, Chandan. I found you're a very enthusiastic and full of energy you have, while speaking and
Thank you,
while,
ma'am.
yeah, your gathering of thoughts are very nice, actually. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah. Same here, ma'am. I really enjoy this conversation. Okay. And then in future we again met.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yes, yes. I will
Okay.
learn
Bye-bye,
a
ma'am.
lot from you. I will learn a lot of things from you. Thank you so much.
Likewise, ma'am. Likewise.